If you're looking for NBA 2K19 MT NVC, make sure to use the code AJC on NBA 2K King for 5% off. Link in the description. Yo, what's up guys? AJC Noob Gamer here, and in this video, I show you how to get easy park wins, guys, with this glitchy lineup I'm about to show you, alright? I'm going to show you the best 3's lineup to run, guys, so you can literally win every game, no matter if you're an Amateur 1, Amateur 2, Pro 1, Pro 2, Elite 1, Elite 3, whatever you are. Guys, the lineup I'm about to show you literally gets you wins, and to prove that, guys, I was literally playing with an Elite 3 and a Pro 2, and I lost to all Amateur 1s, guys. So, trust me, guys, it's all about the lineup that matters the most. So the lineup I'm about to show you to run on the 3's, make sure you give it a try. You know, tell your friends to make these builds. Maybe you make one of these builds, so you can literally win every park game, and you can rep up, get from Amateur 1 to Amateur 2, or even higher. So keep a lookout for these builds when you're in the park, and make sure you invite them to the squad if you ever see one of them. But before we get into today's video, guys, if you're a new gamer like me and you love NBA 2K19, this is a channel for you. I release daily tips and tricks and just entertaining videos in general. So in the world, you can subscribe to the channel, hit that red button down below, leave a like rating on this video, and turn on that bell for notifications. So when I upload, you get notified straight away. And also, guys, don't forget to follow me on Twitch, where I stream a lot, and I just did have my first stream, so I hope you did enjoy that. And hit me up on Instagram and Twitter if you ever got any questions. Besides that, let's get straight into today's video. Alright guys, so let's get straight into today's video. So first off, we're going to start with the guard build, which is very, very important, but we're going to go shooting guard, and I'm going to explain in a minute. So guys, it is very important to have a guard on your team, okay? Whether you're the person playing it or having them as your teammate, you need a guard, not only to just control the ball, but to space the floor out and really push the pace, especially during those fast break moments. So some of the builds that I really love playing with, and you should be playing with too, guys, is obviously your play sharps, okay? So we all know the play sharps, but they actually call them sharpshooting playmakers, but we're gonna call them play sharps. Guys, this build is absolutely OP, okay? They're not only like being able to dribble the ball, but they have 3-point shooting, guys, so that really does help space the floor, especially when it's clogged up, you know, with your rebounders or whatever inside the paint. So the also great thing about this build is, guys, this has gold dimer on it, okay? Gold dimer. Now, gold dimer is so important because, you know, when you pass off the, like, when your point guard basically passes, guys, you're making it more likely than ever, okay? Like, I've been playing with builds that, you know, it's just, if a pure stretch 4 passes it to me versus a sharpshooting playmaker passing it to me, guys, I feel the difference literally 9 times out of 10. If the guy with the gold dimer, I'm getting it in. So that's what's really good about this build. And they can also score, okay? They have that 3-point, so if they need to, like, shoot it, you know, they're open, they can take that and they can make it, okay? So that's what's another good build. Another one, guys, is obviously your sharpshooting, not sharpshooting, your playmaking shot creator, okay? You see this build as well. They're kind of like, I guess, like the play sharps nemesis. People like this build as well because it is more all-rounded. You do have like animation dunks. You have a better driving lane, better like mid-range. Your 3-point is somewhat alright, okay? So this build is also good. And guys, alright, if you want to shout out in the next video, all you have to do is comment down below on this video, win, and turn on the bell for notifications. So those 2 things, guys, and you can be in the running to win a shout out in the next video. It also has usually on the point guard build they have dimer on gold, but this one has dimer on silver, and that's just as good as well. But you'll usually see playmaking shot creators be point guards because, yeah, they do like having dimer on gold. So if you do see this build, they're usually on a point guard and they have gold dimer, so that also helps as well. But the great thing about this is, guys, if you're running with a build like this, they can not only score, but they can dish out and hit like the open man, okay? Which is very, very important, especially on the 3's, because you really need to be well with spacing, okay? So that's it for the guard builds. Let's get into like your second build, okay? So your second build you're gonna want to make is kind of like, you know, I wouldn't say your scoring build, but kind of like your small forward, you know, power forward, shooting guard build. You want whatever you want to call it. Now, the build I personally like to go with, guys, is this build right here. And you're probably going to be like, you're toxic, AJC, you're toxic. And yes, I am toxic, but I'm telling you, when I run this lineup that I'm about to show you guys, it's absolutely OP, okay? It is OP, okay? So, I picked power forward, guys. You probably guessed it. We're going a pure stretch 4, okay? Pure stretch 4s are literally the toughest things to guard, okay? I'm telling you right now, you have a pure stretch 4 and a playmaking sharp on the same team, guys, just call it quits, okay? Just call it quits. You ain't gonna win that game, okay? So this build is very, very good. As your like second build or like your second player, you want them to be somewhat of a scoring build. I personally like that. I like to have a shooter on like my second player. Some people like to have lockdown defenders, and hey, like I gotta admit, like this lockdown defenders, they are good. I'm gonna tell you that they are good. The only problem with is on offense, guys, they don't space out the floor. Okay, so if you're running with a lockdown and a play sharp, it's good, but you're going to be running fast breaks most of the time. I'm telling you that right now, okay? And you're basically, like, the lockdown defender is basically going to be waiting out on the 3, just trying to space the floor, because you don't want to clog up the paint, okay? Especially when you're playing 3s, guys, it is so important to have, like, your spacing down right, okay? But I like to go with the pure stretch 4. My build right now is a pure stretch 4. And yeah, it just helps out because, you know, while you're a sharp play or your play sharp, or even your playmaking shot creator, when they're making moves on the other side, you can be zigzagging, getting open on the other side. So just in case they send help over, you know, your guys sweep to hit that jump shot. So that's why I like playing with the pure stretch 4. It's a guaranteed money shot. Even if you want to go with sharpshooter, guys, you can go with sharpshooter as well, but I like to have somewhat of a shooting build. So even if you want to go shot creating stretch 4, people have that a lot, you can go with that as well. Now, the reason why I prefer a pure stretch 4 over a sharpshooter, guys, is pure stretch 4s. I know it sounds kind of weird, but they kind of got better defense, okay? Especially guarding that 2-man build, okay? So obviously your sharp play is going to be marking, like, you know, the point guard, the dribble guard, so you don't got to worry about that as a pure stretch 4. But when you're a pure stretch 4, guys, I've locked down like builds from like 6'6" up, because, you know, you're just taller than everyone. You're 6'11", 7 foot. So it's just very easy to get a hand up, because that's all you need just to get a contest. And guys, like I said, this build does not only have the contest like a bit later and a bit better since you are taller, but you also have deep range Deadeye on Hall of Fame, guys. Deep range Deadeye. If you get that on Hall of Fame, you ain't missing no matter what. All right, so make sure you give this a try, guys. This is what I would go with for the second build. You want somewhat of a shooting, like a pure scoring build, okay? Don't really worry about defense when it comes, if you want a pure stretch 4. Now, I like also doing the lockdown defenders. That's also pretty good as well. But like I said, I prefer the pure stretch 4s just because they space out the floor. Now, going to the last build, okay? Now, this last build is a bit 50-50. You can go with power forward, center. It doesn't really matter. You know, I just go power forward because you don't really need that big of a height, I guess. Like, you know 2K, they get rid of your rating super fast, especially when you change the height. And that's why I don't really go with center, guys, because when you go center and you got like 7'1", 7'2", you're just completely slow. Like, you lose so much stats just for like an extra inch, okay? And I don't think it's worth it. But for your big man build, what builds do I suggest? This is, guys, the most OP build to play with, okay? I'm telling you right now. The rebounding rim protector, guys. Rebounding rim protector. The reason why this is good, guys, because you just need that, like, defensive player on your team. And that's why when I said, like, lockdown defenders, I'm a bit 50-50 on, because, you know, that's what my rebounding rim protector is for, okay? He's just going to be out there just protecting the paint or even protecting the outside guys. Because, like I said, this build, guys, you didn't know this. It has pickdodger and pickpocket on, like, gold, guys. It has on gold. So this like build can steal off a point guard, off a shooting guard, whatever the build is, they can steal, guys. So don't think just because you're a rebounding rim and you're a power forward that, you know, you ain't getting stolen off if you're a dribble guard, okay? So if they switch on you, guys, you can still be getting stolen off. So that's why I really like playing with a rebounding rim protector as my big man, guys, okay? So this is just absolutely perfect. I also don't mind, guys, a pure glass cleaner, okay? Glass cleaners are kind of the same as a rebounding rim. They obviously don't have the crazy, you know, defensive badges, but they rebound like crazy. And in all honesty, on the 3s, that's what you're gonna need, okay? You need rebounds, guys. It's so important. Even just like in normal basketball, like if you play pickup, you're gonna need someone that rebounds. So rebounding rim protector, sorry, guys. Or pure glass, either one I absolutely love, okay? Post scorers, guys, I'll admit you can play with a post scorer, but guys, it's very slow, okay? I'll admit it. It's a very slow game. On the 2s, you can get away with it because you're not running up and back, like back and forth. You know, when you're in a state of like 3s, guys, you're running back and forth all the time. So you need someone that can get chase down blocks, that can, you know, rebound quickly off the fast break, that can throw it down on off a fast break. So you need builds like that. And post scorers, they're just not made for that. They usually just dominate on the 2s. And that's why I just like more of a defensive build when it comes to the big man, guys. So this big man I love playing with, guys. I'm telling you right now, you run this lineup, okay? So run a play shot or a play shot, or playmaking shot. guys, run those 2s on the guard, okay? Now when it comes to your second, guys, you want him to be a pure stretch 4 or any type of sharpshooter or a lockdown defender, guys, okay? I don't like pure shot creators at you know, at second build or whatever, because guys, you're just clogging up the middle because you're a mid-range shooter. You're not really a 3-point shooter, okay? It's best to stay on the outside, and also because, guys, it's a game, okay? You can get, like, if you're a pure sharp, you'll be knocking down 3s like crazy, and it gives you an extra point, okay? So that's what's great about that. And then as your big man build, guys, go with something defensive or rebounding, okay? You want something like that. Now, if they're like an athletic finisher, rebounder, you know, slashing rebounder, something like that, that can go as well. But I found, like, if you run this lineup with the rebounding rim, you are basically set, guys. They can still finish at the rim. You know, they can still post up if they need to. They set solid screens, guys. Like, they got brick wall on Hall of Fame, guys. So your play sharp or your play shot, they're going to be getting open like crazy. Even your stretch 4 is going to be open like crazy. And the reason why I also like stretch 4s, guys, is because they got pick and popper. Pick and popper? Yeah, pick and popper on Hall of Fame, guys. So what you got to do is you got to set those double screens. You come in off it. Guys, that's easy money, all right? So guys, those are the lineups I would go with. So if you're ever in the park and you're matching up with people, guys, try to find these builds, okay? No matter if they're an amateur 1, amateur 2, guys, try to find these builds. I know that people say, like, oh, it's all about IQ, all about IQ. It is to some extent, but there's just some builds that are just completely dominant over others, guys. Trust me. I've played with an Elite 3 and a Pro 1, and I lost to all amateur 1s because they had this exact lineup, guys. My lineup was a pure stretch 4, another pure stretch 4, and then I think the other... Oh, no. We were all 3 pure stretch 4s, guys. All 3. Like, they're the most OP builds, as everyone says. We're all 3 of us are pure stretch 4s. I'm going to see if I can find the footage and show you next video. But, yeah, guys, we're all pure stretch 4s, and we lost, guys. We lost, like, I think it was 21-14. So we didn't, like, even just lose, guys. We lost by a lot. It's because they just out-muscled us. The dribble god, he was killing it. The rebounding rim, he was absolutely grabbing boards. We couldn't grab boards. And, yeah, we were just all too slow. So, guys, like I said, lineup is as important as being good in the game, guys. So yeah, and like I said, make sure you give these lineups a try. Find these builds in the park, and I'm telling you right now, guys, you will be getting wins. Okay, you'll be getting wins like crazy. All right. Hope you enjoyed today's video, guys, and let's get into the shoutouts. Alright, guys, so quick shout out to Aaron Gibson, Anthony Akubukwe, Duan23, Jax the Reaper, PBJ Exotic, Saucy Good, Derek Alvarado, Lee Fon, Jay, and Jaden V for coming on my last video. Thank you guys so much. I appreciate you all. Alright, guys, like I always say, if you're a noob gamer like me and you love NBA 2K19, this is a channel for you. Or at least daily tips and tricks and just entertaining videos in general. So in the world, you can subscribe to the channel, hit that red button down below, guys, or you can click our DPS right here, or guys, you can watch the latest videos right here in the square box. It's kind of a banger, right? You might want to give it a watch. And also, guys, just want to say thank you all so much. We just did finish off our first stream, so thank you so much. If you want to like watch my next stream, make sure you go follow me on Twitch, guys, and also hit me up on Instagram and Twitter if you ever got any questions. But besides that, have a great rest of the week, guys. I'll probably see you tomorrow, and bye, guys.